Little question and answer time from your Facebook post. Scott Etek wants to know how we can get our state reps back to our states so we can work on our local issues if they ever return to Congress. Why do they stay there all the time anyway? Scott, I like you. I like this so far. They shouldn't be allowed to live in D.C. and should just telecommute while being monitored by a randomly selected group of citizens. Wow, that is very interesting.
So Scott wants to know, why don't we make the congressional reps stay in their home district?
Right, and when they go to vote or whatever, I guess, I'm assuming.
Well, a lot of them are out of touch. A lot of these guys,
You think?
Ed Markey.
Ed Markey with his comb over?
Well,
He says he's from what, Malden? Where do you think he lives?
I don't mind comb over, but I do mind that he's been a rep for, or he was
100 years?
Before he went into Senate, he was in Congress for what, 40 years or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's the equivalent. That's
37 years, I think. And
Yeah.
he doesn't really live in his district.
No.
He didn't really.
You don't think he lives in Malden?
Well,
I lived in Malden.
yeah, I think he had a $230,000 house in Malden and a $2 million house in D.C.
Yeah.
Which is interesting how many of these guys have $2 million houses. You know,
Where's
President
the
Obama's
money
net
come
worth
from?
is over 20 million. And the Hillary Clinton's net worth is 200 million. Not bad for a lawyer from Little Rock.
Campaign reform.
Anyway, so yeah, that is a problem. These guys and
They are so
women
clueless.
they don't really know about their district. They're not in their district. And I'm not so much concerned about district. It's more like at least being with the people and having some clue. Because if you look at their day-to-day life, a lot of it is not clue. The only time they interact with regular people
Campaigning.
is on the campaign trail.
Yeah.
A lot of it is special interest. So now, as far as a law to prevent them, I mean, we have a great way to prevent them. Vote them out. I'm not big on new laws. I'm not big on monitoring. I mean, voluntary citizen monitoring, yeah, sure. You could start a group, and I'd be all for somebody starting an accountability group. And there probably is online. There's probably things that tell you online where people track how often are they in their district versus not in their district. And more importantly, what kind of legislation are they voting on for and against. And how are we measuring success? It's crazy sometimes people measure success of these people by how much legislation they pass. It should be the other way around. How much freedom do they give people? That's what we should measure their success on. So definitely a lot of problems with Congress, Scott. Thanks for your question. We do need more accountability. Keep an eye out. Watch your local rep and other ones that you have influence over. Get people to vote. And if they're bad reps, get rid of them.
Thanks, Scott.